Good morning. Tom Beal here, coming to you from the halfway point of the morning walk, and Wanda is over there looking for baby sea turtles. There's baby sea turtles coming in. Yep, there she is right there. Right there, baby sea turtles. Anyhow, big problems. So those baby sea turtles, when they hatch, have big problems getting to the water, and then once they're in the water, not getting eaten. Well, we as humans, we have big problems going around this thing called life. And in this thing called life, there are problems, challenges, issues that really put us on our knees, that really knock us down. And sometimes we feel like we're getting beat while we're down as well. Like, just one problem after the next, and each problem getting progressively harder, progressively worse. And if you're like me, even this week I can think back to a few problems just beat me down, one after the next, and like, man, like, holy cow, what is happening here? And me not overanalyzing it, me not overthinking it, me not reflecting on what I could have done prior to those problems coming up, but me just recognizing in that present moment, like, dang, all right, that's not what I expected to happen. It's not what I was hoping to happen, but it happened. So what's mine to do right now? What can I do right now? This happened, and some of the things that happened were because I took actions that I didn't think through that ended up producing different results than I had previously imagined. So a lot of it was some business automation stuff. Oh yeah, let me create this autoresponder to go out. Well, the autoresponder went out to thousands of people that it wasn't supposed to go out to, which caused a whole nother problem, which then I was like, all right, well, let me fix that problem, and that caused another problem. It was like a trickle effect of problems, and each one getting a little more stressful. And finally, I was just like, you know what? Geez Louise, man, it didn't come out as my desired outcome, and the situations are different than what I would have had imagined, but okay, it is what it is. I can't change a thing, so what can I do now? And that's what I would suggest for you to do, is if you're dealing with situations, which if you're alive, you will be. We're dealing with situations and challenges until we're 6 feet under, until we're buried or burned, right, and turned back into dust. That's just part of this human adventure. So if you're dealing with challenges, it's like, all right, man, I had a different vision of how that would work out, but now that it is what it is, what's mine to do now? And if we continually stay in this present moment of just like, all right, I can't change a single second of the past, a minute, a day, a week, a year, a decade. It is what it is, but right here in this moment, the situation is what it is. What's my desired outcome? I can stop, think, and act. Where am I, and where am I looking to go? What's within my control? What can I think, say, or do that's within my control to get me one step closer towards that desired outcome? And then at the same time, when there are big situations occurring, and sometimes those big situations and challenges seem like they're compounding, getting more difficult, more challenging as they occur, like I said, getting beat while you're down, like, what the heck, time out. I'm down already, stop kicking me. Then it's time to look back and reflect on life in the past. Like, look back and see when you've had some of those biggest, like the most crazy challenges that really thought this was it. Like, this, I can't recover from this one. This is all, like, I don't know, like, this is the end of it. I'm done. And look back and see how the statement, "this too shall pass," was true for that. Look back and see how when in that moment when you just thought the whole world was crumbling, like this, there's really no hope, like all hope is lost. There's no way to recover from this. Whether that was a relationship that broke up, whether that was a financial situation, a bankruptcy, or some tremendous loss financially, whether it was some big blow to your health, like any situation, or a combination of those. And you're like, man, it doesn't get worse than this. Like, I don't see any hope, and I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a train coming to finally run me over, and I'm welcoming it, right? Just get me out of this misery. When you look back, you'll see that "this too shall pass" occurred. And not only did you pull through it, you'll also see another quote from Napoleon Hill that says, "Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit." Once again, every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit was also true. If you look back on those big challenges, you'll see that those were where you learned those big lessons that you wouldn't want to wish on anybody to have to go through that challenge to learn that lesson, but you did learn it. And looking back, you're thankful that you learned it. So I'm saying this because here we are in this day and age, and if you haven't noticed, change happens. Change happens at a rapid pace. The things that worked last week may not work this week. And you're like, last week you're celebrating, like, woo, all right, I'm going to scale this up. And you wake up this week and it's all gone. You're like, what the heck happened? Like, the window of opportunity was 2 days, Really? It changed in 2 days? Change happens so quickly. So in this change, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be challenges. You expect those adversities, you expect those challenges, and you also recognize that, dang, that didn't work out like I thought it would, but okay, here's where I am. Here's where I'm looking to go. What's mine to do right now? Stay focused and continually moving forward. My buddy Ricky Mataka, keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving on his forearm. He's got keep it moving on his forearm tattooed. Keep it moving. Keep pressing forward. Where am I and where am I looking to go? And one step at a time, and staying present in that moment. Say, all right, it may not have worked out like I thought, but what's mine to do right now? Do that, and continually do that in the present, and watch how this too shall pass will come true for this big, seemingly insurmountable obstacle, whether it's a health challenge, whether it's a relationship challenge, or whether it's a financial challenge, or a trifecta where all three are happening at the same time. This too shall pass. And these aren't comforting words, but you will see in time that every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. So the bigger the adversity, the bigger the benefit that's waiting for you. So here we go, Preston. Let's see what we got here. Let me see if I can expand that. Yep, just went through a relationship breakup, but I'm looking at the positive things and what can I take with me. Absolutely, like life happens, man, and we can look back and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I can see in retrospect what could have been different, or what I could have said or done or thought or whatever, but it is what it is. Things unfolded exactly the way they unfolded, and here's my take on that, Preston, and for everyone else. Here it is. If it happened, it was meant to happen. Like, look around us. This is a God-created world. Everything is via God. If it happened, it was due to God's perfect plan. Right? And the plan may not make sense to us. It may not make sense to us in this current moment. Like, man, if I was God, I'd do things differently. Like, that just doesn't make sense. But in the grand scheme, in our limited time, we're here, however long we're here, a brief, piece of sand in the whole speck of time. We can't see it from this brief perspective, but in the grand scheme of things, it all is a perfect plan. Even when it doesn't go to our plan, because guess what? We aren't the ruler of the universe. We are a participant in it, and we can't see the grand scheme. So do what's ours to do in this amazing journey that we have. Presently, be in the moment. What's mine to do? Do it with all that you've got, with joy, adventure, passion, and enjoy the ride and see where the journey unfolds. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff happens. What's yours to do in this moment? Do it, and watch how being present in that moment will help you not only get through it, but make the most of this amazing journey we call life. So there we have it. Have an awesome day. Make today great. And if you're not in my app, go get in there now. There is extremely massive value waiting for you at thesimplifier.app. Go register. It's a membership app. When you register for free at thesimplifier.app, it will email you a password. And there has been a little bit of a glitch, just as a heads up. So sometimes the email goes out without the password, and it just reply to that email saying, hey, you was missing the password. I'll get you that password. And there is massive value waiting for you in there. Let's see what we got coming in here. Oh, Preston, I'll see you on the way back, heading to the beach. All right. Got to keep moving through the problems. Absolutely, Andy. Thank you, Jane, thank you. Needed this. Awesome. Hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Life happens, and nobody, regardless of who they are, what level of success they've attained, all the way up to billionaire status, all the way up to, they are the main guru of their niche or industry. Not only do problems, aren't they exempt from problems? Generally, their problems they're dealing with would put us on we wouldn't know how to deal with them. The bigger the success, the bigger the problems, the bigger the challenges. I mean, for many of us, we all know Tony Robbins. I mean, I just watched another video from Tony. Tony's getting attacked by BuzzFeed. Tony, and Tony's human. He's not perfect, but he's out there living his mission, making a difference in millions of lives, made a difference in mine and many of my friends' lives. And he's got a smear campaign happening from BuzzFeed. And, here he is out there positively impacting and feeding millions of families literally giving them food, millions of families, and they're going after him. So here's the bottom line. If they're going after Tony, don't think you're going to be immune to haters. Don't think you're going to be immune to people coming after you as well. And you look, I've spent time with Tony in Fiji, and I know his heart, and to be someone that pushes so hard, like, for a while, I was like, man, I want to be like Tony. Then I'm like, I don't want to be like Tony. That dude is insane. Like, he goes hard for 20 hours a day. Like, if he's not helping somebody, he's going to find a way to go help someone right then and there. He is intense. And if his whole mission and whole life is about helping people, and now he's being attacked by BuzzFeed, I can tell, I know I spent time with him, I can tell that that's resting heavy on his heart. Like, man, I'm out there doing good for the world, giving my best, giving my all, and I'm getting attacked in the media from this. Like, so nobody is exempt from chaos. Nobody is exempt from that microscope. And guess what? We're all human. You search for dirt, you're going to find dirt. I mean, that's just the bottom line. We're all human. There's all stuff that nobody walks on water. Nobody's perfect. Once we can realize that and love people for who they are, not who we want them to be, the world will be in a much better place from my perspective. So I recognize when I'm dealing with people, guess what? Everybody's a person. They all got stuff going on, personally and professionally. They've all got stuff either in their life, their personal life, or their family or friends with a health issue, a relationship issue, or a financial issue, and sometimes many of those at once. Why? Because they're human and it's life. And to think that, oh, well, that billionaire, he doesn't have any problems. No, really? You want to step into their shoes, you wouldn't be able to handle the problems they're facing. Or that successful person, whoever it is. Oh, they don't, I wish I had their life. Yeah, you peek behind the scenes, you're like, dang, they're dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. Why? That's just what life is. That's human. All right, Phil, what's up, brother? Mark, what's up? Hope you're all having a great day. Bottom line is be present. There's so many books, there's so many talks over thousands of years. Be in the present moment. What's mine to do right now? Forget all the chaos, forget all the problems, forget all the challenges, because in 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, it all is meaningless anyhow. Like if you literally step back and like, is this going to mean crap in 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years? All the things that we think are so big and pressing and like the world is ending type stuff don't mean jack. Now, that doesn't mean you can't stand firm in some of your beliefs and make sure that no one's rights are being trampled on or no one's being treated improperly. But in the grand scheme of things, most of the things that get us worked up and we think this is it, I'll never recover from this, is meaningless in the grand scheme of things. So put it all in perspective and just do what you're to do. Be the person you're meant to be right here, right now. Think the proper thoughts, speak the proper words, and act properly in accordance with what your desired outcomes are. And with consistency, with commitment, with dedication, with perseverance, with joy, with adventure, with passion, you can lead an amazing life. And you will lead a life full of joy, adventure, passion, happiness, love, all of those great traits, while you're dealing with chaos, while you're dealing with seemingly insurmountable challenges. You'll still be able to go back to what you're grateful for. And yep, this looks like it's a doozy, but I've got so much to be grateful for. I'm going to focus on that gratitude. I'm going to focus on what's mine to do right now and go do it. If you haven't already done so, go to the Simplifier.app. Go get the app. You'll be thankful that you did. I will see you inside there. Until next time, make today great. Bye for now.